Hello, welcome to the week 2 Power Grid Bible study for Psalm 34. This week, we're looking at Hezekiah's prayer. First, take a moment to read Psalm 34, 1 Samuel 21, verses 10 through 15, and 2 Kings 19, verses 8 through 37. Pause the video and come back. Great. Key verses are first, Psalm 34, verses 17 through 19. When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous. The Lord delivers him out of them all. Another key verse is 2 Kings 19, verses 15. And Hezekiah prayed before the Lord and said, O Lord, the God of Israel, enthroned above the cherubim, you are the God. You alone of all the kingdoms of the earth, you have made heaven and earth. A quick recap of Psalm 34. David was fleeing Saul and went to the Philistines. We see this in 1 Samuel 21, verses 10 to 15. The Philistines were the main enemies of Israel. David was surrounded by his enemies. David called those exploited by kings to pray to the Lord, and David describes the result, the righteous and the wicked. He says, the righteous take refuge in the Lord and are saved, and the wicked are condemned by the Lord and will suffer consequences. Let's look at Hezekiah, the king of Judah. Israel had been divided, as we see in 1 Kings 12. The northern tribes, which were known as Israel, were in Samaria. The southern tribes, known as Judah, were in the rest of the promised land. The northern tribes never followed the Lord. Hezekiah was the first faithful king since David and Solomon. He reformed Judah and returned it to worshiping the Lord. He removed idols which the previous kings had installed. The Assyrian invasion of Samaria. Assyria had laid siege to many cities and appeared unstoppable. Other cities had called upon their quote unquote gods, but were still defeated. Assyria invaded Samaria. The result of the northern tribes not following the Lord. That is why this happened, as seen in 2 Kings verses 8 to 12. 8 verse 12. Most Israelites in the northern tribes were moved to different locations. People from other lands were brought then into Samaria. The few people left and people brought in later called Sumerians. And the northern tribes actually never returned. All this happened between the 4th and 6th year of Hezekiah's reign. The Assyrian threat to Judah. Assyria captured all the cities around Jerusalem. So Hezekiah was surrounded in Jerusalem by his enemy, similar to David being surrounded by his enemies in Psalm 34. Assyria told Hezekiah in 2 Kings 19 through 35, he could not trust in Egypt to deliver them. He could not trust in their God to deliver them. If Judah surrendered, he would be saved but deported. The Lord reassured Hezekiah. Hezekiah sent for Isaiah the prophet. The Lord responded to Hezekiah through Isaiah. In 2 Kings 19, verses 6 through 7, Isaiah said to them, say to your master, thus says the Lord, do not be afraid because of the words that you have heard, with which the servants of the king of Assyria have reviled me. Behold, I will put a spirit in him, so that he shall hear a rumor and return to his own land, and I will make him fall by the sword of his own land. Hezekiah's prayer. Hezekiah received another message from Assyria. Again, Syria said the Lord would not deliver Judah. And again, he listed all the other cities whose quote unquote gods had failed them. Hezekiah took the message to the Lord's temple, as seen in 2 Kings 19, verses 14 through 19. Hezekiah laid the message before the Lord. Hezekiah prayed to the Lord for deliverance. Again, this is similar to David seeking the Lord and being delivered. Hezekiah had confidence since the Lord was the only true and living God. The Lord's deliverance. The Lord promises to turn Assyria back. The Lord's angel struck down 185,000 Assyrians. The Assyrian king Sennacherib returned home. Sennacherib later was killed in his own land by his own two sons. Next week, we're going to look at what the Bible promises about prayer. As reference, I'm using the NIV application commentary, Psalms Volume 1 by Gerald Wilson, also the NIV application commentary, 1st and 2nd Kings by August Conkle, and all the verses are, unless otherwise noted, the English Standard Version. Check us out at Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you very much, and I hope this was a blessing to you.